Good evening, everybody. Mr. Yo 11 coming to you live tonight, Friday. Anyway, I decided, shoot, it's a nice night out here tonight. Let me come out here and play around a little bit on the table and finish my trip report from Cherokee. How about that? That sounds like a good idea to me. Anyway, let's get us 2 dice while we're out here playing around. Anyway, so to get back, let's turn that down. Get back to what happened in Cherokee. All right, so we made it to Cherokee. As usual, we get there. Peter and all them had already got there. Me and Jay and all them, we basically followed each other over there. There's 11. Got situated, walked into the building. It was packed. Sure was. That's a 6'5", yo. It was packed. Packed enough to where Peter had already got a position on the table, so me and Jay, we just fell back and we just kind of waited to see what was going on, to see whether we could get a space on the table. I looked at the racks and everybody's racks, and it was like, you could tell that it wouldn't be long before people start walking away from the table. Anyway, that was my favorite crapless table there anyway. So with that being said, I waited around and we actually ended up getting on the bubble craps machine. So we decided to play a little bit of the Greg Loho style, which was fun. We got us a 10, is the point. Played on that machine, and I actually done pretty good on it a little bit, man. Just batting minor. I'm not gonna go ham like he did, but it was fun to just get out there on the bubble crap machine and play around, waiting until the spot came open on my favorite table. With that being said, Peter finally waved me over like, hey, this guy's about to leave. Okay, come on over. So sure enough, I was able to get in my position. Of course, the table was packed, and Jay actually was able to get him a spot on the table, and he was actually over here on the end. So I was actually able to get right into my spot. So, all of us are on the table now. We're, just checking out the vibe, and, like a slow progression, you watch and see what the table's offering before you just go on diving on in there. All right? So once the dice was down there on that end, we had a couple of guys down there. They were tossing, and nothing major was really going on. I mean, no heavy rolls. A couple of points, were hit, but I would say the longest roll was probably about maybe 6 rolls per person. So this guy had tossed maybe 6 rolls. This guy probably tossed like 5 rolls, and this one tossed maybe 4 rolls. So it was basically, it wasn't going like how it should. Anyway, until this lady walked up to the table, and I'm pretty sure if I can remember her name, I don't want to mistake it. Her name was Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya is a special ed teacher. Big shout out to Miss Tanya. Like I said, man, she came on the table. She was in the stick right 2 position right here, and she was leaned up and she was tossing the dice into the hook. Okay, now most of the time people would think that that's dangerous to toss the dice straight into that hook, because what do we call that? We call that the mixing bowl. So basically when the dice go into there, they actually turn around, and of course they'll come in behind the chips and stuff like that, behind the dealer's chips, and then of course, bam, bad number happened. Well, anyway, Miss Tanya shoots right into that hook, and they turn and they lay down inside that hook. inside that mixing bowl. So it was just like, uh-oh, we might be on to something. And boy, was we right. On the crapless table, Miss Tanya took those dice and she threw them in that hook every single time. And she probably went on, I would say at the most, she probably went on about a 20-something roller. Hitting crap numbers, box numbers, everything. I mean, she basically brought the momentum of that table up pretty good. Anyway, with that being said, she did a really good job tossing. The next person came up. They tossed for a little while. And of course, you know, after a long roll, what happens? Yeah, they end up 7 and out. So it was another person that was beside me. That's a hard 4. Another person, after this guy 7 out, the person that was next to me, they got to shoot for a little bit. They didn't do much or nothing, if I can remember. But then, after they finally 7 out, I'm not trying to string this on. That's a 4. We'll get paid for that. No vig on this table right here. Anyway, it became my turn to shoot the dice. So I'm in my position, you know. Everybody's positive at the moment. I mean, we got Peter there because she just made us a good little bit of money. So we got enough to play for a little while, all right? So it's my turn to get the dice. And sure enough, I set up like I always do. And then I, you know, do my little toss and boom. I mean, the first thing that I toss, which everybody knows I always hop the 6s. I hop the 6s, and sure enough, a hard 6 comes out. Bam! Right out the back. So I'm like, okay, this is good. You know, we get paid for our hot bets. The point becomes 6. All right. Immediately after that, that's a frontline winner 10. Immediately after that, I get the dice again, and I toss a hard 10. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? What's really going on here? All right, we get paid. We get paid for the 10. I get the dice back after everybody else get paid. I hit a hard 8. Toss the dice, hit a hard 8. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Everybody's looking around like, dang, this is really happening. Yeah, it's really happening, ladies and gentlemen. Really was happening. So everybody gets paid for that. I get the dice for the 4th roll, and I hit a hard 4. Now, I don't know what it was about that or how that even came to pass or whatever. That's a 4, 3, 7 out. Or that's a frontline winner because we didn't establish a point yet. All right, so that's a 7. Anyway, in 4 rolls, I hit all of the hard ways. So I'm like, that was pretty interesting. I never actually had that happen to me before. So it was actually interesting to see all of those hard ways come back to back to back to back. So after I hit all the hard ways, of course, I hit like another easy 8, a 9, you know. I remember hitting a 4 and a 10. I don't know. I did not hit the 5, but I didn't have too long of a roll, maybe 12 rolls at the most. Never hit the 6 again. But it was a quality roll. So after that, Peter finally, he got the dice. He rolled for a little bit, did fairly good. And at this time, the lady Tanya, Miss Tanya, she moved around to the other side of Jay. Because Jay was straight out. So she actually moved to the other side of Jay. And So she was facing this way. So Peter was right here, and then right after Peter was his wife, but she don't roll, and then it was Jay. So after Peter had sevened out, or whatever, his wife passed the dice, and Jay got the dice. Jay actually was shooting all the way from the end on the crapless table. All right, that's another 437. He did excellent from the end. Jay, good job on your shooting all the way from the end. Usually Jay will shoot stick left one or stick right one. But he actually shot from the end, and Jay went on a pretty dang good roll. He did really good. We were all excited with the way he was rolling all the way from the end. Well, after Jay's roll, which was a decent roll, we all made money on it. They let Miss Tanya, the teacher, Miss Tanya, shoot again. All right, so this time she's over there in the hook. All right, so she's shooting all the way down on this crapless table. She gets the dice in her hands, and I can remember it clearly. She hit the point of 2. Her first roll, she hit the point of 2. All right, so I was like, that's pretty crazy right there. For her to have a point of 2, I still ain't made a point yet on this table right here. But yeah, her point was 2. Miss Tanya got those dice, and I mean, she went on another run. Another great quality run. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I think she actually ended up hitting the small. She actually ended up hitting the small. And then she just kept on pounding box numbers. So we all was able to make a whole bunch of money. And then to end it all off, she hit the 2 again. I was like, yes! So after she hit that 2, everybody made a whole bunch of money. You know, we were all excited. It was pumped up. But at this time, it was time for us to go eat because we had reservations at the Wicked Weed. So we was kind of pressed for time a little bit, but she still had the dice because she had the point of 2. She finally hit the 2, so she was able to continue her roll. So she rolled again. I think her point was 8, and then she hit like a 5, a 10. I remember she hit a 4, and then she backed up again with a hard 4, and then that was her last roll. She 7'd out. What another good roll. So out of the whole table, this one woman shot from the right side, nailed it. Everybody else tried to follow it. Nobody could follow it. And then she got to the left side all the way in the hook and nailed it again to finish off our session in Cherokee on a positive note. Everybody that was pretty much in our group actually did good because of Miss Tanya. Like I said, I didn't have too good of a roll. I only got to roll the dice one time, which is fine with me. Because if somebody else is rolling good, hey, that's all I need. All I need is somebody to hit the numbers that I got money on. So it's all good. So after that, we were able to get off of the table, color up, go have a good dinner with Jay and his wife, Peter and his wife, me and my wife. We sat there and we talked about a lot of stuff and our next meetup and stuff like that. And what can I say, man? Cherokee did not disappoint. The dealers were pressing our bets correctly, getting the dice back to the shooter. I mean, at a decent amount of time, not like Murphy did. Murphy just drained us. So we were just like, no. That energy was so low over there in Murphy. But Cherokee kind of lifted our spirits up a little bit more, you know, better when we were there. So ended up the trip in Cherokee on a positive note, which was great. Wow, that is a come out roll right there that everybody needs right there. All of those sevens right there. But anyway, we had a good dinner. We had a good time fellowshipping with each other. Looking forward to the next time meeting up with everybody and just having a good time together. So that is the trip report for Cherokee, North Carolina. So just stay tuned for the next time I put out a video, because it is going to be about my Florida trip to Tampa. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Tampa was fun. Tampa was very fun, man. So you don't want to miss that. So let's see whether we can get this right here. Point of 4 right here. I'm gonna take this here down and I'm gonna put this here on the 10. So just come out here to practice a little bit. I haven't been out here on this table in a long time. It's almost like I forgot I had one out here. But I had a guy that's fixing our table, our kitchen table. He came over yesterday and he wanted to see it. And I was like, hey, you can come back here and see it. So I got to show him the table. And that's a 549. Hopefully we got all those sevens out of the way. Now we can make a little profit. But yeah, it was fun. We had a blast. We had an absolute blast. I've been spending some time with the wife and kids for the rest of this week right here, because I'm about to be super busy with work, and she understands that. You know, that time is going to be occupied here in a minute. Oop, that there went to the right. All right, that is a 6-4-10. 6-4-10. Listen, these dice, if you're practicing, use sharp dice. Try to do the best you can to your ability tossing them. It doesn't matter. Be confident in yourself when you're playing this game. That's a 6-1-7. That's my advice to anybody playing this game. If you want to play this game, if you want to practice tossing dice and stuff like that, just be confident in what you're trying to do when you go to the casino. Practice as much as you can with whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whether it's controlling the dice or influencing. I'm sorry, I should not say control. Whether it's influencing the dice or just trying to figure out a toss or trying to just understand the game, take your time with it. These casinos, what I think personally, they're starting to get a little bit strict on, you know, when people are setting the dice, they're actually trying to rush them now. I've seen that. I've seen somebody actually get rushed to set the dice quicker. I actually seen somebody get warned very fast for not hitting the back wall. It was instantly like, you do that one more time and we're going to pass the dice. I was like, whoa. So when you're out there in these casinos, just be ready. Be ready for all of that. Some of them are slowing down the game on purpose, I think, because I think that they know that maybe there is some type of influence when they see somebody setting the dice. There's a lot of different things that are going on in the casinos, but don't be afraid of it. Be confident in what you have practiced. Be confident in the knowledge that you have of the game, and just try to stay positive as you're in your zone of playing this game the way you know how to play it. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to kill this video and get inside and spend some more quality time with the wife. So, but yeah, I'm going to give Murphy another shot. I'm actually going to go back there here soon, and I'm going to give him another shot and just to see whether it was just that day or whether Murphy is actually, flip-flopping on us. But yeah, I'll be back in Cherokee again here too soon because it's only 25 minutes up the road and I got another concert to go to too. So I'll be in there as well. But just try to always toss them till you boss them. It's been Mr. Yo 11. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay tuned.